Alright, so I've run the dry patches through and I've cleaned it all out after doing this little nice bristle thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run my boar snake through and get all the rest of that yucky residue. Now these things are awesome. You can get these things for a decent price. I've got a couple of them. I got one for my 22, I've got one for my 30-06. This is the one for the 30-06 as well as for 303s, and it's got a couple other good uses. This works really good for the 7.62 as well, even though you can get different ones for the 7.62, I think. But how these work is they've got a weighted tip on them, and you basically just insert this as you would around down your barrel, and you just let it free float all the way down until you see it hang out the end of the barrel like this. Now once you get that going, sometimes it can get a little tough, so you gotta kind of wrap it around your hand like this. Pull it all the way through. Make sure you're pulling it out the barrel and not down towards your bolt, because that's where all the nasty stuff builds up as well, and you don't want to build it all up down there. Take a look through the indirect light, check your board, make sure that it's all nice and shiny and cleaned up down there. And then you're going to take a couple swabs lathed in oil, not in the boar cleaner, in the oil, and run that through a couple times, and then give your gun a good wipe down with, I use a microfiber cloth. See if I got one here. I should. I think I actually put it just over here in a sec. Use one of these microfiber cloths because I find these work really well on showing and getting the dirt out. You just put a little bit on the cloth. Make sure you give it down a good wipe down on the metal and everything, good coating. Let it sit for a bit while you're doing your barrel, and then give it a good wipe, clean, dry before you store it. This helps prevent a lot of problems in the future. Once you get it all wiped down like that, then just run your patches through with a little bit of lube on it, and you should be able to throw it in the safe, and it should be nice and stored and ready to go. You can also run a little bit of oil on your bolt as well to keep it from rusting. I noticed this, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a little bit of corrosion on the ball there. And that can be easily buffed out with an SOS pad, and doing the same process as oiling it and wiping it and then cleaning it again. I do not recommend using boar cleaner on these, so don't use your boar cleaner. I would just use good old lubricant. But now I'm going to run this through this rod through the rifle again a couple times, and then I'm going to wipe it all down and wipe it all dry and put this away back in the safe. Thank you for watching.